the south side of the Strip. Hi everyone, welcome to the NBA Cup semifinals. It's been a thriller here in the Western Conference, and we expect more of the same tonight. Good evening everyone, this is Kevin Harlan, joined by Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. On our sideline, David Aldridge. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Kyrie Irving.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Julius Randle is out there with Gobert, and it's DiVincenzo in at the point guard position. And for the Mavericks, Derek Lively is out there with Anthony Davis. Then it's MP. And there's Klay Thompson, and it's Irving in at the one spot. And over these past weeks, the excitement has been building for the NBA Cup. I mean, it's palpable. Now, here we are in the West semifinals, the final step before the championship game.
Yeah, there's a lot more on the line here than your regular season contest. A win here tonight for one of these teams means a ticket to the championship. And while this game tonight will count as a regular season win or loss, the championship, that's an entirely unique game outside the regular season schedule.
The bright lights of the NBA Cup semifinals. So much pressure. And guess what? MP thrives in the spotlight. Guys, he loves it.
Yeah, in talking to MP before the game, you could tell he was ecstatic. The entire NBA is watching this one. MP has a huge chance to prove himself. I expect him to have a big game.
Now, here's Irving. Pass to MP. And the dunk by MP.
You love to see MP just attack that rim. Young players, take note.
Minnesota with the ball. Now, here's McDaniels. And finished off by McDaniels.
And guys, he saw his chance to earn a little camera time there and took it.
Rocking the rim with some major force.
I mean, the defense basically gave that one to him.
The shot's good from Irving.
And Irving can change the course of a game with his ability to shoot the three.
Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
Now here's Thompson. Anthony Edwards unable to get his last shot to go in. Thompson misses. Up top, Randle, covered by Irving. Has to Gobert. Timberwolves passing it around. Shoots a fader. That one goes. Count it.
And we've seen Randle add a three-point shot. However, this is the area of the court he's most comfortable, that mid-range.
Irving passes to MP. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Now let's take a look at the top rookies in the league. Our rankings here for the race for Rookie of the Year. Distinction every young player would love to have. You look at MP. What a rookie year he's having, guys, atop the rankings right now. And even though it might be a tight call, he's definitely the favorite.
And what a feeling right now for him. I mean, sitting on top of the heap of all that young talent.
Yeah, he's a clear number one right now. Nobody even close to passing.
He had a nice open look right there. Randle's got 7 points.
And you don't see that kind of quickness from your bigs very often. Randle with great hands there.
Irving finds Lively. MP with it. McDaniels defending. They grab their own miss. Here's Thompson. And that one falls, coming off of Davis's feed.
A true shooter, Thompson can adjust his touch perfectly for that mid-range.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over.
here. What a run he's been on over the past few weeks. And his playmaking ability, unquestioned, one of the top 15 assist men in our league.
And you're right, he's been the pinnacle of scoring efficiency. Never seems to take a bad shot. That's why he's tops in field goal percentage. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey guys, MP in the last time out against the Warriors was a man on a mission. He scored 16 points, and his unselfishness with the ball, combined with his defensive activity, made a huge impact. Showed up once again in what's becoming the norm for him of late. We'll see what he has in store tonight. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Greg, it was obvious. He was having a lot of fun out there. Tremendous victory.
I'll tell you, he may have been enjoying himself, but whoever was matched up against him certainly wasn't.
Yeah, well, winning is usually fun, especially when you have it going like he did.
Randall throws it down.
Not enough defense there. Allowing Randall to get that close is a recipe for disaster.
And standing 6'9", Jaden McDaniels, possessing tremendous length for a perimeter defender.
Yeah, Kevin, and he can really move his feet, too. Jaden McDaniels is clearly one of the best and most versatile perimeter defenders in the league.
1:12 left in the first quarter. Here's DiVincenzo. We saw him with 19 points his last outing.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Davis dishes to MP. Bounce pass, Davis. And a wide open look for Irving. They get it back. And finished off by Lively.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush, perfect.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the boards.
43 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Pass to McDaniels. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Last time they met was in Minnesota, where they beat the Timberwolves.
Well, in that one, they just had everything working offensively. It's a lot of fun when you get into that kind of a groove.
Yeah, and for a coach, seeing your schemes clicking like that is very rewarding.
A shot by McDaniels, no good.
Well, you can tell he's forcing things a bit at the moment. He's been trying to get it going, but this hasn't been his quarter.
MP, that doesn't go on the chance to tie. Outside Edwards. Over Thompson. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. Julius Randle getting it done for Minnesota. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the second quarter. It's the Cup semifinal. And guys, what's your take so far on the Timberwolves?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
Yeah, turning defense into offense, getting out in the open floor. This is exactly what they wanted.
So with Irving on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. They've got MP. Davis is out there with P.J. Washington. Then there's Spencer Dinwiddie, and it's Marshall in at the small forward position. And we got the second edition of the NBA Cup, our second ever semifinals. What'd you learn from last year?
Yeah, I think we all learned a lot, right? These neutral court NBA games are rare. No home crowd, have to find your own energy. I thought the teams played with something extra in those games. They felt like playoff games in December.
MP, no good.
Wow, missed opportunity from point-blank range. You gotta make those.
Out to Edwards. The muscle from Edwards.
Just a ferocious play by Edwards. Taking the contact, but staying committed to his finish.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
David, thank you very much. The Timberwolves have become a rough and...
And so it's Minnesota with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drums, please. They're measuring up the shots. Someone let the window open. Hey, give it up for our contestant.
Welcome, everybody. The story tonight has been a solid showing through the first half for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Look, guys, anything can happen in a game like this, and we've already seen this kind of hype. You know, we know what it brings. I wouldn't go so far.
And now, time to glance. And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
Here we go. Second half of the 2024 NBA Cup semifinal round. Coming to you live on 2K. We're seeing a tremendous game from Julius Randle.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
So on the floor for Minnesota, Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Randle out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 1. Shot clock at 6. Close in. No stopping MP.
Soft floater. You see how MP has really improved his craft.
Now here's DiVincenzo. He's got 5. Edwards, no good. Here's Thompson. Oh, Thompson, tough shot.
Now, how about the body control Thompson has? Used to taking punishment and still able to convert.
DiVincenzo with it. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Randle with the bucket.
His strong shooting has really helped them secure this lead.
Mavericks trail by 7. Thompson outside. DiVincenzo against Irving. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
So hard to contain. Irving enjoys putting the D on their heels and drawing fouls.
The first one falls.
Taking 2 shots.
Both free throws good from Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
Outside Edwards. 13 feet away. And Lively pulls it down. Lively's got 7 rebounds in the game.
Well, clearly it hasn't been his best game offensively, but collectively, they've still found a way to get the lead.
And a wide open look for MP. Dallas moving it around. Thompson from long range. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. And Randle has got the ball here for the Timberwolves. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Randle has doubled. And the rejection by MP.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Irving for 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. McDaniels passes to DiVincenzo. Back to McDaniels. Edwards finds Randle. Here's DiVincenzo. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. on the wing, MP. Defended by Gobert. What a move, MP.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
Now Randall, he's got 19. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. A different look for Dallas. Washington's checked in for Derek Lively. Marshall comes in for Thompson. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Irving. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Minnesota. Here's Randall. He's one of the better scorers in the league, averaging almost 25 points a game. Pass to DiVincenzo. Gobert with a screen for DiVincenzo. Good on the triple. DiVincenzo's got 8 points.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
MP kicks to Marshall. And finished off by Davis.
And really with the off-the-charts explosiveness, Davis just punishes opponents on those alley-oops.
A minute 20 left to play in the third. Outside Edwards. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, he is desperately trying to get something going, but this has not been his night. They need to consider making an adjustment.
Washington passes to Marshall. Back to MP. Clock at 6. Trying to find Davis. He's got it now. Anthony Davis, too much size.
And Davis shoots a high percentage because he's so adept at playing to his strengths.
Here's Alexander Walker. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. And the basket by Edwards.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
And MP throws it down.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam. Randall passes to Alexander Walker. Picked by Randall. Over in the corner, Edwards. Edwards with another miss.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Pass to Randall. Good defense by MP.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. Timberwolves ahead, up by 3. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments. And how about a look now at our assist to the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Now that is an elite level dig. What a great pass.
So now we head into the fourth quarter of this NBA Cup Tournament semifinals contest. One of these teams will be going to the championship game. We've got Irving. Anthony Davis is out there with Washington. Then it's MP. And it's Marshall in at the 3. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas.
Well, it shows you how crucial communication is. They clearly weren't on the same page there.
Joe Ingles is checked in for Minnesota. Pass to Edwards. Edwards loves it in there.
Well, look, it's tough to keep Edwards out of the lane and tough to stop him once he's in there.
Here's MP. Reed with the rebound. Timberwolves leading by 5. Edwards can't hit. they've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Here's Edwards. Edwards holding off the D and converts.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
They grab their own miss. Pass to MP. Down low. And the dunk by MP.
Well, even though he hasn't been in the league a long time, MP knows exactly where to get his points.
Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Ingles passes to Alexander Walker. Now here's Reed. He's guarded by Davis. Reed gets the bucket. And the Timberwolves lead by 5.
And Reed is a very active player. Love seeing him be this aggressive inside.
Outside Irving, inside, and the dunk by MP.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He knows every possession is critical now.
Okay, now, friends, let's see you get up and get ready for your defense crew.
A different look for Dallas. Derek Lively comes in for Washington. And it's Klay Thompson in for Christie. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Randall comes in for Joe Ingles. McDaniels, he's checked in for Alexander Walker. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch told the team. Now, they preached the little things in the huddle. They asked their team to battle on those 50-50 balls. One extra possession could be all the difference. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Irving dishes to MP. Thompson for 3. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got his 5th assist in this one. And so it's Randall bringing it up now for Minnesota. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. McDaniels with the ball. Picked up by Davis.
Well, playing his role to perfection, using his size to control the glass for his team.
Here's Irving. Anthony Edwards with the rebound.
Well, that's a look they'll take every time down the floor. But even with the soft interior defense, they can't seem to convert it.
Irving finds MP. Outside, Davis. 1:30 left in the fourth quarter. Irving, good.
And make no mistake, Irving wants the ball in his hands in these moments. His confidence is off the chart.
Here's Edwards. It's rebounded by Dallas. MP's got his 5th rebound in this one. Irving passes to MP. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Such a talent. Kyrie does certain things offensively that few others will even attempt.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Timberwolves?
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
And their passing has been great as well. Ball movement is key in getting good looks, and they've had that down tonight.
Well, make no mistake, this is exactly who they want at the line in this situation.
Edwards against Thompson. Gobert with a screen for McDaniel. Shoots from 8. Count!
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Davis kicks to MP. Dallas moving the ball around. Davis. It falls.
Go get it, big fella. A basket they needed desperately, and Davis delivers in the clutch.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. Well, given the scenario here, how do you approach this next possession?
This is where great coaching can pay dividends.
Well, they'll likely only get one shot at this. They need to make it count.
We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Edwards inside. It's up against Thompson. It's good!
Wow, these are the moments that Edwards lives for. He is dynamite in the clutch.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. Guys, what's your take on how they maximize their opportunities now?
This is where great coaching can pay dividends.
Well, they'll likely only get one shot at this. They need to make it count.
On its way from Irving for two. Missed!
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Here's Randall, and they go to the intentional foul.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
He drops the first one, and that will put them up by two. And a tough break as his second attempt at the line, no good. And Jason Kidd is called timeout. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. And talking about the approach now, what are they looking at?
And they've got plenty of time to get a basket.
No doubt, but they might have to draw up something that the defense isn't expecting.
Got it! Oh, what a hit!
That is such a tough shot.
Down it goes at the buzzer. Boy, it doesn't get any better than that.
Unreal. What a finish. Nothing better than a buzzer-beating three to win.
So a close game sees Dallas taking this one. And this sends them straight to the NBA Cup Tournament Finals. A huge honor and a great opportunity for this team.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they knew what was on the line tonight, and I think they played with postseason intensity to punch their ticket to that finals contest.
And that about wraps it up. With Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony,